Many of the readers who are regular subscribers to my blog site www.ramanan50wordpress.com or a casual visitor who is not a subscriber often contact me on various issues. Most of them will be of academic nature, asking for some clarification or giving me a new lead or questioning what I have written, as I have been writing on Hinduism's presence throughout the world and scientific validation of the concepts found in Hinduism. This is one set of people. And the second set of people are those who call me often, are those who have some personal issues, problems in life, practical life, getting married, or some diseases, warding of the effects of black magic, mental depression, court cases resolution, and the things one goes through and faces in mundane life. I am not an astrologer because I normally do not go by astrology. My take on astrology is that though it is 100% perfect and more scientific than anything evolved as a science, it is absolutely perfect when it predicts natural phenomena like the eclipses and Garbhota, that is when the rains would come, etc., etc. But when it comes to individual reading of horoscopes, there is a problem. I am yet to see an astrologer who can give you 100% prediction of your future, and also who could read your past accurately. On astrology, I will deal with later. The reason for this is very simple. There are two reasons. And the first reason is the birth time is very important in Indian system of astrology. In India, the time calculation is much more precise than the Western system, because even the seconds are divided into 180 parts, right? So when the time of birth is given, we know how it is given. If it is given by a doctor, the doctor is more interested in delivering the child than looking at the clock, right? So there is a chance of error for not recording to the minutest of detail. And secondly, it is being passed on to somebody else and they come and tell you. So there is a chance of misrepresentation or misinformation filtering through. So the time of birth is not perfect as far as I am concerned. The recording is not perfect. And the second aspect is that those who read the horoscopes, the astrologers, in Indian philosophy, astrology is more of astronomy. Yet, there are mistakes. Why it does happen in the case of individuals is that the people who do it today mostly are people who are after money. And when people go to them, they know a little bit of psychology and also the circumstances. By looking at people, you would be able to know. So they tend to give you what you normally expect. And by looking at the age of the man who comes and then meets you, you can generally guess. So this is how it's given. See, it is being played on the fear of psychosis and the anxiety of the people who want to get their problem solved. So for these reasons, I don't trust astrology. But again, more important than that is the fact that these astras in Indian systems say one cannot escape the reactions or the after effects of an action which you have performed. So that is called karma pala. So whatever is supposed to happen would definitely happen. But how do pariharas help? The pariharas help you by strengthening your mind and anticipating the trouble if the reading is good. So anyway, that is going to happen. But everything, if you leave it to God or some supreme reality and have a tough mind, I don't think you need to worry about astrology. When you start going through the horoscopes and getting the prediction, you start anticipating whether it is true or not. You get tensed up and you lose half the battle. You don't prepare yourself to fight. You rather get demotivated and get scared. I don't think that is a very safe attitude. The reason why I have dealt about this on this video, which is going to talk about autism temple, how it cures, how it helps cure autism or improve the conditions of the child, is the fact that many people who think that they have autism child spend most of the time and money on looking at horoscopes, going to a lot of astrologers, and they get disillusioned. I suggest you desist doing it. Now coming to autism. See, autism is a condition which the science is yet to come into grips with. Autism is at best described that too very broadly. Broadly you can say it doesn't adhere to normal behavior. The fact is that what normal behavior is open to question. So the normal behavior is determined on various factors. If you go and then see a child in the West, its normal behavior at the age of 3 is different what you could find in India or what you could find in China. So that itself is open to question. So let us not go into that. So many of the people who talk to me, the first question when they talk to me on this autism, totally anxious, I first ask them what exactly is the problem. See, the problem is there are various levels. Without going into specific, normal, scientifically, the problem which the parents convey are the child is not in a position to speak properly even though it is 2.5 years old, 3 years old. And the second symptom is that the child is not making eye contact. The third is child is not moving with other people. The fourth is the child is not able to coordinate its motor activities. It is unable to identify the objects. Then in extreme cases, the child is unable to handle its own personal hygiene. Doesn't even know how to go to take food, ask for food. And at the extreme is the child becomes very aggressive. So these are the things which people normally tell me. And see, one thing is, as far as Indian conditions are concerned, as far as speech is concerned, there are certain children which pick up the ability to communicate clearly even at the age of 5. Okay. So if only a speech impairment or you find that the child is unable to speak properly or not picking a word, you need not immediately conclude it is autism. Okay, you will have to watch it out. And most important point is that the children start interacting and then start learning and start talking better only when they have more children to play around with and when people start interacting and start replying to the children. So we'll have to ensure that it is there. Today, both husband and wife going out for jobs, the child is left at home in the care of a nanny who takes care of it. You can't expect them to take care of your child as you would or your parents would. If it is a joint family, there is no issue for the child being taken care of. Grandfather and parents will do it. So that is an aspect which you have to think. With all that still, you find a child exhibits certain, symptoms which I have said. If it is only a question of speech, I have certain solutions that you can do. That is for one of the mantras. I have written in the article. I will be appending it in the description of the present video. So that we normally, from the Tantra Shastra and Mantra Shastra, we say, when the child is unable to vocalize properly, it is the problem of Savitri. See, in any sound, see, Savitri is a part of Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra is a Maha Mantra, and there are 3 levels in vocalization. One is concept formation. And the second is you have to vocalize it. You have to mentally vocalize. Concept has to become a thought. Then you have to vocalize it and then communicate. So one is concept formation. The second is you form it into a flow of thought and language. Then you express it through a language. You choose the language. Supposing I want to talk to you on Indian philosophy, the concept, what I am going to talk about, has to come to you. For example, autism, I want to talk. This is the conceptual level. The second level is, I have to vocalize it through my tongue. So what are the 2 factors? One is, how am I going to arrange those thoughts, and how I am going to speak about them, and which language I am going to speak, and I have to choose. Okay. Depending on the language and the priority of the topics and points I am going to speak about, I will be communicating. This is the second level. The third level is the actual communication, the language in which you communicate. That is what I am doing right now. Now the first level, where the thoughts come from, as per Indian system, it is Gayatri. So you get whatever thought or conceptual formation, it is taken out from the ether. So thoughts do not form themselves. I'll deal with this with inputs from a top-class neurologist on this, how concept formation and how it is beyond neurosciences. So these thoughts, once are formed, they are taken from you to communicate. And the second level, as I said, the concept has come. The second level is that you have to go to the process of communicating. Prior to that, as I said, it has to be chosen, the point has to be chosen and it has to be communicated. They choose a medium or the language. So, this level is called Savitri. This Savitri is stated to reside beneath the tongue. And comes Saraswati. Saraswati is vocalization, and whatever you say, study or speak, it is the realm of Saraswati. Now, as far as the autism speech problem, not only for autism, any speech problem, the problem lies in not raising the Savitri. So, when you have only a speech problem, otherwise the child is 100% all right. I have given mantras, as I said earlier in the appended description, which you can use, and that will be quite useful in making the child speak better. As far as the other rest of the symptoms cure in autism, let me make one point very clear. Autism is a condition which, as I said earlier, is very difficult to define even by the science. So, whatever practices we may follow may only alleviate the suffering, or it might reduce the severity of the symptom. 100% cure, unless God wills it and it happens, it is not in our hands. So this I would like to make it clear. In our system, we call it as karma pala, one has to go through. But again, there are cases where they have completely recovered. And again, it is again beyond our realm, which I say is that beyond us. I have a Pinterest where I have a complete board dedicated to beyond us. There are certain things which we cannot understand. So this video, in fact, my channel is addressed to people who have an open mind, who want to obtain solutions and understand things. Not for people who want to show that they are more intelligent and they are very, very secular want to question. This is not understood. This is for people who seek the truth and who want to get solutions. See, so long as you get a solution, my approach is that if I am my problem is understood and is solved, there it ends. I am not bothered about how it has been cured. So long as I am cured, my problem is solved. So long as my intellectual curiosity is satisfied, it's fine with me. How it comes, it's not my botheration. Okay. Having said this, about Addison, let me tell you that I have given two parts in my articles. One is the mantras to be chanted. Okay, I have given the details of how the mantras have to be chanted. So the tithi in which it has to be done. Preferably the tithis are Shukla Paksha. Shukla Paksha means the waxing of the moon, Chaturthi, Sashti, Saptami or Panchami. Sashti is ideal because it belongs to Lord Subramanya. Or you can choose Chaturthi or Saptami. So depending on your convenience. And you will have to do it. The mantra, you have to do it early in the morning after taking bath. Which mantra is to be chosen? You can just give me a message by email and describe the problem so that I will be in a position to suggest a mantras. Let me make it clear, I do not charge anything. Okay? Absolutely, there is no fee involved. I don't do it. By the grace of Goddess Abhirami, I am contented. I am quite happy the way I am it is. There is no money involved at all. Just forget about it. If your children are getting better, it's more than happy. They are like my grandchildren. Right? So I will let you know how many times it has to show. But again, you can go through the articles related to that. The mantra, they are Veda mantras and some of them from Saundarya, some of them from Bija mantras. I'll tell you which you have to do. And the Naivedya you offer is, normally I suggest that you offer honey because it is very pure. The second part of the second is, you are normally expected to do it for 45 days. After completion of that, you visit the place whenever it is convenient for you. But preferably, as soon as you complete it, you can go. There is a temple in Karnataka, near Mulabagal, near Chennai, near Bangalore. It's about 2 hours run. Virupaksha temple, where there you have a color changing Shiva. Near Virupaksha, 2.5 hours maximum from Bangalore you can go by car. You have buses as well. It is on NH75, you can get the route. In fact, I have provided the route details also there. There you have a Shiva temple. There the two lingas is, one is Atmalinga and another is a regular Shiva Linga is there. See, the Atmalinga was established by sage Atreya, who performed penance for Lord Shiva, and he was so gratified, he was so happy that he gave his Atmalinga, and Atreya has done the Pratishtapana there. So this Atmalinga is believed to radiate its power and it alleviates the suffering of this speech and also autism. This linga, bigger linga, changes colors 3 times a day. In the morning, it is blood red. In the afternoon time, it becomes white. Later in the evening, it becomes golden hue or honey color. There are 2 more temples also. One is Kanteswara temple, Kanteswara temple in Mangalore. Another is on Mailaduthurai in Tamil Nadu, Mayavaram. There the Shiva changes color, Shivalinga changes color 5 times a day. I will speak about those temples. There are temples later. Now when you go to this temple between 5:15 and 6:15, depending on the sunrise, go to this temple. There during 5:15 and 6:15 in the morning, and evening around 5:15 and 6:15 or 6:30, depending on the sunset time, the rays of the sun falls into the temple in a particular place and keep the child for about 2 or 3 minutes. The child can independently stand, you can leave the child there for about 5 or 10 minutes. Or if it's a very small child, you can take it with you, you can also stand there 2 or 3 minutes and that will do. Then as far as the performance of something in the temple, puja, a simple archana in the name of the child is more than enough. If the pujari wants you to do something, there is nothing mandatory, because I have heard people, when they normally ring up from the temple itself or on the way. No, the pujari is asking me to see the Rudrabhisheka, 48 days, something will come. Absolutely nothing is required. You go there, perform an archana in the name of the child, and if you can afford, you can do any other Abhisheka or Rudra Abhisheka or anything. And if you can feed somebody, it's a very, very small temple. In fact, I suggest I have given the phone number. The name of the Pujari is known Mr. Kumaraswamy. You can give him a call that you are coming, because he has to attend 2 or 3 temples. It's a very small temple. So you fix up timing with him. Go, he will be present. You go and meet him, and he will make all the arrangement. Only thing, as I said, nothing else is needed. If you can afford, you can do it. So, but you have to make sure that you do it both in the morning and the evening. You can leave from Bangalore by car and then stay. That will be easier. One day, there is in NH 75, and by the visitors, they post me in the form of comments also. I have also written that there are reasonably good hotels where you can stay. So you can take the child there, do it in the morning, and then keep the child in the evening, then perform the archana and return home. And from the comments I have received in the comments column, that there has been marked improvement in the behavior of the child. And many of the children who have been very aggressive have become non-aggressive, and they are showing improvement. Even though there is no 100% improvement, there is improvement. And the parents are relatively relieved. So, if you have faith and if you can chant regularly for 45 days, you will find improvement in the health of the child. Those who want to chant in the order of priority, the first priority is given to, but they have to make sure that they do it continuously 45 days. They just can't just leave it for half a day, give it to somebody, no. Those who can do it for 45 days. The first karta, that is the first one who should perform, will be the paternal grandfather. The second is the child's father. The third is